scars if you want to be a poet. To get weeds out of a garden, you got to hold it. Possession with intent will get you 5 to 10. And everybody turns a bad trick now and then. And everybody turns a bad trick now and then.
Our next guest has been making music for more than 40 years. His sound is described as outlaw country, blending sounds of country, rock and roll, blues, and folk music.
And he just released his 18th studio album with some very talented friends. Singer-songwriter Wylie Hubbard, welcome to Houston Life. It is great to see you. And man, this music video we just saw a portion of and heard some of the music, Bad Trick. Was that Ringo Starr I saw pop up in that video?
Yes, it was Ringo Starr. It was. I feel very fortunate on that same track. I happen to have a beetle, an eagle, a crow, and a was not was.
Sounds like a joke, right? Beginning of a joke.
But you know, it's about 2 years ago. I've known Ringo for about 5 or 6 years, and we were out in Santa Fe. About 2 years ago, my wife Julie and I, we were backstage talking to him. He said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm doing a record." And he said, "Well, if you need a drummer, let me know." And I thought he was just, being, nice. But I wrote this song and sent it to him, and he said, he said, "Come out to L.A. and I'll play drums on it." So I went out to L.A. and he played drums on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he said, "Who are you going to get to play bass?" And I said, "I don't know him." Don Walsh. I said, "Well, I don't know him." He said, "I'll ask him." "Who's going to play guitar?" And I said, I don't know. And he said, "How about my brother-in-law, Joe Walsh?" And I went, "Sure." And then I got Chris Robinson to sing on it. So, like I say, I'm pretty impressed with me.
That's a really lengthy, long list of fun friends to have in your phone right there.
Well, like I say, I feel very fortunate to and very grateful to have those cats play on the record. And the whole record is, each track is a different band, a different musician. Pam Tillis, Ronnie Dunn. I just called them up and said, "Would you be on this record?" And I didn't even have to use shame or guilt.
You didn't have to blackmail them to do
Right.
it. Well, that's a good sign. Let's talk a little bit, Ray, about your background. Born in Oklahoma, grew outside Dallas. I understand you live with your wife now in Wimberley, such a beautiful spot. So talk to us just about sort of your process when it comes to songwriting, because people have called you the renegade poet, and I can imagine that living in such a beautiful place probably provides a bit of inspiration.
Well, that's the whole thing about songwriting. It's inspiration and craft, and the inspiration can come anywhere, I mean, like you'd be driving along and all of a sudden you go, "Whoa, there's the snake farm." And you write a song about it. But Wimberley, we've been here about 22 years, and it's home. We live in an old abandoned log cabin that we've been fixing up. And, and songwriting is a very mysterious process, but I feel very fortunate that I can write about whatever I want to write about.
You've been married to your wife, Judy, for over 30 years. She's also your manager. Does she do any singing with you, Ray?
No. How long have we been married? 32 years? Yeah, well, the last 2 weeks hadn't been that bad. But no, she takes care of me, and I feel very fortunate. I tell people that if it wasn't for Judy, I would have everything in a shoebox and I'd be looking for a happy hour gig.
And you're talking to her right next to. Can she just give us a quick wave? Is she right there next to you? Judy, come on in. We want to see you. Sorry to put you on the spot like this.
Judy.
Hi, Judy. Oh, that's so great. Listen, you two must really like each other. If you live together, you're married, you work together. That's pretty incredible. So.
Yes. I feel very fortunate, and she takes care of me, and and we have fun. It's still a joy, being married to her and working with her.
Oh, that's the secret sauce right there. Having fun, right? Continuing on that fun.
So listen, back in the 70s, when your career was really taking off, you performed at the Grand Ole Opry. I can only imagine some of the stories that you have from your career. Is it really true that Willie Nelson once kidnapped you and you ended up in Milwaukee? What is that story all about?
Well, that is true. Back in somewhere in the 70s, Paul English and them knocked on my door, and they said, you know, come to Milwaukee with us. We're playing a beer fest. And I said, I can't go. I have tickets to the Eagles. And Paul English said, well, they sound just like their records. So, you know, they picked me up and carried me and put me on the bus. And the next thing I know, I'm in Milwaukee. And but, you know, but real quick, if I can back up about the Opry. I did the Opry last year. It was my debut. I was 72.
Oh, wow.
And some people said, isn't that kind of old to make your debut at the Grand Ole Opry? And I said, well, I didn't want to peak too soon. And so, you know, as like I say, it's still a joy for me, writing and performing. And I feel very fortunate not only to have these great musicians on the record, but also to be able to, you know, call them friends.
You've got a ton of different collaborations, and I feel like the country music sound these days, a lot of them have a little bit of a pop tune, but I feel like with the collaboration with Eric Church, it's kind of like you taking your sound, mixing his sound into today's country music. Is that kind of the route you were going for that?
Well, yeah, I think you're correct. You know, like I say, I feel very fortunate to have been influenced by, you know, folk singers like Guy Clark and Townes Van Zandt, but then also the country artists like Billy Joe Shaver and Willie Nelson, but then the blues guys too, Freddie King and Lightning Hopkins. So that's been part of my makeup of music. And so when I got a chance to write with Eric Church, we just kind of threw it all together, and he's such a great songwriter that it was a thrill to write with him. And you know, to have that song be the title of his album, Desperate Man, and then to be in the video with him. I mean, how wild is that?
It's pretty incredible. And as you said, to be performing at the Grand Ole Opry in your 70s, a record deal with Big Machine Records. I mean, it's proof to everyone out there that it's never too late to follow your dreams. Ray, let's take a quick commercial break because we want to hear you sing. So after the break, we're going to have more with Ray Wylie Hubbard, including that special acoustic performance. Sit tight. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Ray Wylie Hubbard's latest album, Co-Starring, is available now. Here he is now with a special acoustic performance of Fast Left Hand.
Grandma told my mama, this boy gonna be the one, gonna have a fast left hand, the same as a seventh son. And then she lit a candle and set it on a rabbit's skull. She touched a 9-volt battery to a wad of steel wool. There's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. Oh, there's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. With a Pentecostal, believing the word was true. When I was 13, got a flat-top Kalamazoo. Ghost started howling, lightning lit up a dock. It smelled like singed hair when they ignited Joan of Arc. There's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. There's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. All right. It's a dime's worth of blues and a left hand with speed. It's a swarm of yellow jackets, crows picking sunflower seeds. There's a storm a-coming, I don't need a lightning rod. I won't be pushed around, bound to mediocre gods. I always bless my food, even if it's just ready to eat. I don't always see the light, but I sure enough feel the heat. There's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time. Oh, there's a fire, oh, there's a fire. There's a fire burning all the time.
Wylie Hubbard right there. Fast Left Hand is the song. The album is co-starring. Wow. And he's just sitting right there. Looks to be your living room and just making it look as easy as possible, huh?
Well, it's not. But like I say, it's still a joy. And like I say, the whole album, I didn't really plan it. I just had called up these people and said, would you want to track with me? So I called up the Cadillac Three and I said, let's do Fast Left Hand. And then Pam Tillis and then Ronnie Dunn. And gosh, it's just, I'm name dropping, but that's everybody on the album. So I feel like I say that these people, they said yes. And I don't, it was either they respected my songwriting or they felt sorry for me.
Nah, they respect your work for sure. So obviously you make it look easy, as Lauren just said. I know it's not easy. That's the mark of a true professional, right? But what advice would you have for young songwriters out there?
Well, it comes down to, I tell a lot of young artists, I say, don't just listen to the Ghost of Tom Joad, read the Grapes of Wrath. See where Springsteen got his inspiration. And I think reading is very important. And then also the other thing is to learn about publishing if you're a songwriter, to learn about licensing and the mechanics of it, and to learn about that, because the business part of it's very important. I've kind of got the music down, but the business was always kind of shaky till I ran into Judy. And then she got my business together. But no, I think those are two important things, is read a lot and then also learn about the business.
Absolutely. Ray, if you weren't making music, what do you think you'd be doing?
I would be drawing cartoons.
Really?
Well, maybe. I just, I doodle a lot. And so when I'm not, I'll write a song, but then also draw little cartoons on the side. But, I don't know. Maybe a teacher, because I enjoy sharing, learning, of what I've learned with other young musicians.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Ray, before we let you go, I know we mentioned Ringo Starr and Pam Tillis and some of these other greats with whom you've collaborated on this latest album, but is there anyone else on your list who maybe we might see a collaboration with coming up?
Well, coming up, I've actually kind of working on the next record, and I have some I actually have the A-list. I have Willie Nelson singing on a track for the next.
Wow.
And I feel good about that, along with Hayes Carl, Jesse Dayton, the Blue Bonnets, the Peterson brothers, Wade, Randy, and Cody Kenner. So I'm kind of doing a Texas edition of co-starring. Potential
fantastic.
on there. I'm very, very grateful about that.
Very, very cool. Ray Wylie Hubbard, thank you so much for your time today. It was great seeing Judy there for a split second. Congrats on the new album, and we definitely look forward to the next one.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
I really enjoyed it.